Hey guys, it's Lena here, and today I want to tell you why I stopped buying secondhand. So, for the past 3 or 4 years, when I started my minimalist journey, I thought that zero waste, of course, and sustainable life, um, they were the most important parts of my life. They still are, but and of course, shopping secondhand was probably my only option that time because I thought that everything was bought not secondhand, well, was a little bit unethical, and I was supporting fast fashion brands and so on. So, but then I came to a conclusion that it was really one of a delusions because I realized that I shopped secondhand like I was shopping during sales. So I bought a lot of stuff. I think I bought more than I needed, of course, and so I treated secondhand shops as a huge sale, everyday sale. And what was awful and worse, really worse, that I the thing that when you buy secondhand, you can't really give that stuff back. You can't get your money back, and this was a really downfall for me because I realized that over the past 2 years I've bought a lot of stuff secondhand, but only a small fraction, maybe 10%, is still in my closet. So it's just like crazy because if I bought something uh, first hand, you can say, or like in a normal store, I would, if it wasn't my style, if I realized that somehow it was something not very suitable or it didn't really match with all my other clothes, I I would get rid of it. So I would give it back to the store and get my money back, and it would be really easy, and it is still relatively easy here. And so I decided to stop buying anything secondhand, except maybe I will make some exceptions, few exceptions. But anyways, I think it's for me it's really tricky because most of the time I don't know why, but it really here in Russia, I don't know, but maybe in Europe as well or in other countries, all secondhand clothes, it smells so disgustingly. I don't know what kind of detergent they're using, or maybe it is stored for so much time somewhere in strange warehouses. So it's mm, it's a bit disgusting. So every time I try something on, it's not a pleasant shopping experience. So I don't like it. I don't. Maybe there are different second-hand shops, but I just don't like this experience. And most of the time, I don't know why, because I think you have probably you've come across the same situation. When you see something, it's like really the sale effect. For example, you see a pair of jeans and they cost like $5 or $10. It's not a big sum of money, and if the color is a bit off, or if you see some small tears, or if something is not, it's just it's okay. It's like 7 out of 10. It's it's not perfect. It doesn't spark any joy, but it's okay. And what happened to me that I used to buy these kind of things, and I used to think that I would wear them anyways, that I would that they would do, they would be enough. But I think this way, if I treat myself this way, it's not it's not really love. I don't really love myself because I buy something a bit shitty for me. Of course, this doesn't mean that you have to buy the best, that you have to buy the most expensive stuff. But for me, buying secondhand wasn't really a very good decision. And what is worse, in my experience, that okay, some clothes that I bought, it was wearable, it just didn't suit my style, just didn't match with anything. Sometimes I didn't buy the right size, I don't know how, because in the dressing room, it's very difficult to see it like in all angles. You see it's difficult to see the proportions. For example, if it's a summer piece and you're trying it on in winter, and the lighting also, it's sometimes it's very bad, it's very off. So, and because these secondhand shops, to me, they are generally not very pleasant to be in, so I just try to rush through a pile of stuff because everything is so cheap. I want to try everything on. So most of the time, the things I brought back from the shop, I realized almost immediately that I didn't need them. So they almost immediately got to the charity again. And I think this is a vicious circle, really, because all the time when you do this, probably there are a lot of people who do who do the same stuff. So you, when you buy secondhand, it's just like you maybe just prolong the circle of the stuff, like in this secondhand shopping system. Maybe you save it a bit for a time from the landfill, but it doesn't really work very well, for me at least. And I also noticed that when you buy secondhand, sometimes you don't really notice some things that for example, some spills, some where some pieces where some clothes or shoes are torn. So you only notice it when you come home or when you wear it for like 1 or 2 times. And for me, this is really a downfall, because when you buy something in a normal shop, if this happens, you have a warranty, you can take it back and you can get your money back. But in secondhand shop, no, you assume all the risks. And after a few really careful times of consideration, I decided that I didn't want to go there anytime soon. I realized that this is not very sustainable, but at least when I buy something in a shop, of course, there are times when I buy something in a normal shop and I return this thing, and that because I don't really like it, that it doesn't really match. But at least the things that stay in my closet are the things I like. They may not spark a huge amount of joy, but they are very useful for me, and I appreciate that I have them in my wardrobe. And when I started realizing how much stuff from secondhand stores I have in my wardrobe, I realized all that stuff was so-so stuff. I didn't really like it. It didn't really spark joy. It was like only for the time being. And to say more, I can also say about not only secondhand stores, but also some different pages that can provide secondhand items, where you can sell your secondhand items, or where you can buy something like that. So I realized that for me, personally, this experience wasn't very good. I've sold some items myself, but I only consider selling stuff that is in a very good condition, that is in a shop-like condition, like almost brand new condition. Everything else I just donate. And some people don't think the same. So, for example, I bought a bag and it practically it tore apart. All the synthetic fibers tore apart. Like in 2 hours I was wearing it, and it was devastating, because of course it didn't cost a lot, but if I didn't buy it, it would cost nothing. So I was a bit upset, really upset. And I remember also when I bought a pair of boots, uh, they were also very, very bad quality. So they were so uncomfortable. I think I realized it the moment I came home and tried them on afterwards. And of course, it's not an option to give them back. And I didn't want to disturb a person because, well, anyways, I think that it's every person's own conscious, because if you think that you're able to buy to sell something that is that isn't in a good condition, even for a small price, well, I think you should be very honest about this thing. But when you say that it's very good, it's brand new, well, I just don't appreciate this kind of experience, and of course I didn't spend a lot of money on that, but it's still money, and I could have saved it and collected it, and I could have bought something better, something, I don't know, and you think so. To conclude this was only my experience. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please share in the comments what do you think about it. Please share your own experience, maybe some tips for me for my to better my secondhand shopping. I do appreciate if you like this video. Please push subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye.